Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. So, you saw the title. I'm going to talk about something that I hold dear to me. Why? Because I'm currently holding my poo because I'm too lazy to go to the toilet. I just finished my class and then I just want to sit down and pretty much do nothing. But it is important for you guys to know about this. So, okay. What is SHIT? Well, if you look it up in Google uh, and define it, Oxford Oxford Dictionary says that it means feces. But what is feces? Waste matter discharged from the bowels after food has been digested. Of course, you know that. You're human, right? So, um, can you actually eat it? Well, according to the Illinois Poison Center, yeah, eating poop is minimally toxic. However, poop naturally contains the bacteria commonly found in the intestines. While these bacteria don't harm you when they're in your intestines, they're not meant to be ingested in your mouth. So just don't do it. Actually, don't do it. Here. I have the website opened. Okay, why is it not showing? Hold on. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. There you go. It should show now. Do. What? Why is it not showing? What the heck? Oh, oops. Hold on. There you go. Put it here. Just this. What? I thought I could do that later. Oh, frick. I need to change the next. Whatever. Let's do it like this. Oops. Okay. So, what happened to a person when they eat poop? Yeah, I already read this to you guys. Examples of bacteria commonly present in poop included. I know what this is. I don't know what this is. But of course, we all know what E. coli is, and it's very dangerous. Salmonella, of course. The ones that you get if you eat raw chicken. You can also get that in Minecraft, I think. I know what this is. And yeah, see, you can experience symptoms such as nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, fever. Like, I don't think any of you want that, right? Viruses like hepatitis A and E. Like, dang. I thought there's only three types of hepatitis, but there's E via poop. You can become ill by coming in contact with these through other measures such as kissing an unwashed hand. Therefore, if you eat a larger amount of poop directly, you're at greater risk for adverse symptoms. Yeah, so just don't eat poop, please. Sometimes you might accidentally ingest poop, such as eating contaminated foods. This will cause symptoms that are similar to those of food poisoning. Dang. Time and drinking plenty of fluids can usually help reduce most symptoms associated with accidental poop. Okay, how how much did you mess up if you just accidentally put your own human feces in someone else's food? Like, you messed up pretty badly if you do that, right? Like, first of all, after you do the deed, you clean your ass, right? And you wash your hands. And after that, when you go outside, I doubt you're gonna make food instantly, but if you do, there's a good chance that you're gonna wash your hands again. So if you somehow are able to contaminate your food with your own poo, then you're you're a god. I don't know how you're able to just be that ignorant and just contaminate your own food like that. That's kind of crazy. Children ingesting poop. Children can sometimes eat their own feces or that of a pet, such as a dog, cat, or bird. Okay, so in this scenario, children is seen as a pet. That's cool. Nah, I'm joking. I like you. I love you, Healthline. If your child has eaten poop, it's not usually cause of for concern. However, there are still some steps parents or caregivers should take. What? Not cause for concern? What do you mean? I'll be concerned if my child just decide to like eat their own feces. Give the child water, wash their face and hands, observe them for symptoms that are usually similar to food poisoning. Yeah, that's a good idea. Symptoms similar to food poisoning include diarrhea, low grade fever, nausea, vomiting. Here, you guys can call this if, let's say, your child just ate poo. If symptoms persist or even begin a few weeks later, call your child's pediatrician. They may recommend taking a stool sample to identify the presence of organisms such as parasites or bacteria, especially if child ate animal feces. I know, like, I shouldn't be like laughing at this, but it's such a bad joke as well. I swear, it's it's literally low brow humor, right? Like feces, like poop, funny fart, ha 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 ha. I don't know why, but for me, jokes like that, even though, like I'm literally 18, and like in about like few months I'm gonna turn like 19. This shit's like funny to me. Oops, I just swore. My bad. This is like still so funny to me. I can't. Fecal transplants. What does that even mean? There are some instances when poop has medical uses. I didn't know that. Although not for eating, this is true for the fecal transplantation procedure. It's also known as bacteriotherapy. This procedure treats the condition C. diff, colitis, C. diff. I don't know, man. This is not my major. This infection causes a person to experience severe diarrhea, abdominal cramping, and fever. The condition occurs in those taking long-term antibiotics. As a result, person may not have enough healthy bacteria in their stool to fight off other infections, like the C. diff infection. If a person has chronic C. diff infection, fecal transplantation may be an option. I mean, I know how I read opinion. I'm really bad at reading. Please shoot me. The process involves having a fecal donor provides their feces. The feces are tested for parasites. The donors also usually asked to submit a blood sample to test for the presence of fecal transmitted disease such as hepatitis A. The person receiving a fecal transplant will usually consume a liquid diet or dude, that sounds like really painful. Ideally, receiving the fecal transplant will bring a focal bacteria. Okay. While eating poop shouldn't usually cause severe symptoms, there are some instances when immediate medical attention is needed. See a doctor if you or a loved one experience these symptoms after. Dude, I'm sorry, I can't. I don't know why poop is just so freaking funny to me, man. When I think about poop, I just wanna laugh. Okay, dehydration, bloody diarrhea, or blood in stool. Okay, that's worrying. I mean, like, doesn't that also like happen in like some conditions? Like you don't have to eat poop. I mean, I'm not saying like as if like you have to get it, but sometimes it happens to some people, right? Because of stomach problems, their butt, they have like butt problems or something, sudden difficulty breathing, acting disoriented or confused. Yeah, yes. Okay, let's find more research about poop. Okay, let's. Cool, right? Don't really like this website. Not gonna lie. Last time I signed into this website, it spammed me like 1,000 emails per day. Probably like my bad. I shouldn't have like read. Probably should like sign my email and like agree to the terms, but whatever. From Zachary Brown, former warp drive specialist. I know what I know what a warp drive is. Like drinking your own pee, eating your own poop is perfectly safe. Unlike pee, your poo isn't sterile. It's full of bacteria, but all your own stuff. It lives inside your intestines and helps you digest your food. If you eat some of your own poo that is reasonably fresh, you'll just bring the bacteria back where it came from. However, eating someone else's poo, oh god, please. But didn't like people do that though? I mean, you guys know the video, right? You know what I'm talking about. The video when about like two girls that just did this. I mean, they're okay, right? Like, isn't like an information about saying that the two girls are still like doing that till this day? I could be wrong. Licking someone else's butt can introduce new bacteria into the system. If the person is unhealthy, then eating their poo could transmit any bad bacteria into your intestines or other things like various sorts of worms, and your health might become compromised as well. However, if the person has good bacteria in their intestines, there could be a health benefit to eating their poo. Oh yeah, that ah what? Fecal transplant. I mean, I just read that, right? The girl given from eating food really. Huh. That's interesting, actually. So, if let's say someone is proven to have a like a good bacteria in their intestines, doesn't that mean like you should just eat their poo? I mean, like, okay, this is for people that has like problems in their intestines, right, where they don't release enough bacteria. But like, so we're allowed to eat poo. Though when taking orally, they are given in the form of capsule rather than eating the poo directly. It's also a thing. It's like for poo, really weird fetish, but whatever. Because men seem to have a fetish more than a woman, but it does cross gender lines. As with most fetishes, the specifics vary from person to person. Some like to eat poo, others like to have it thrown at them. Okay. Some like to play with it like clay. Others like the smell. Some like to lose control in embarrassing situations. Others like to watch other people to go to the bathroom, and so on. As with other fetishes, each variation is intensely personal, each element having its own profound significance and often with an origin that is mysterious to the person themselves. Like, let's read this one. God dang it, I don't wanna. No, I'm not gonna sign in. I don't like Ikora. Let's find more websites talking about poo. Oh, I've read this before. Don't ask me why, but I've just read it. Yeah, it's the consumption of feces, right? Yeah, the word. Okay, it's just normal feces. The word is derived from the Greek, all feces, all to. I'm sorry, Greek people or people that use that still use the language till this day. I can't read it. I'm being really ignorant. My bad. Refers to many kinds of feces, including any feces of other species, heterospecifics, or other individuals. In humans, coprophagia. How do you pronounce it? We'll translate. Coprophagia. 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 Jakfun. Jakafun. Coprophagia. Okay. Coprophagia has been described since the late 19th century in individuals with mental illness and in unconventional sexual acts. Some animal species eat feces as a normal behavior, in particular, lagomorphs. Okay. Like, lagomorphs are the members of the taxonomic order Lagomorph, in which there are two living families, which do so to allow tough plant materials to be digested more thoroughly by passing twice through the digestive tract. Other species may eat feces under certain conditions. Okay. I suppose medical term, yeah, we read that already, right? In literature, Manchester often employs the expression meaning shit. uh, I can't, man. I can't. Oh God, what is this? Oh, it's an Indonesian website, right? Yeah, it is. Can you eat cooked poop? I'm surprised it's an Indonesian website, but they're writing what is this? A journal, an e-journal, an article about poo in English. That's really weird, but many people wonder it. They are just afraid to admit it. Would that kill the bacteria and other germs off, making it safe to consume? It also makes my pee smell as well. If you aren't eating prunes, you should be. Ha! For the lighter eaters, or if you're throwing in a lot of other filling features like potato, sausage, shrimp, the minimum qualified one, 18 forms of person almond contains good amount of sodium can be good for someone who is unable to poop. Personal experience crabs. Wait, I thought we were talking about eating ito poo. Crabs usually don't eat raw flour. Carnation, and since it was cooked, once the shrimp was opened up, the poop was everywhere, not stayed put to the. Or talking about like how the shrimp has the little intestine thing that you have to like pull out before like you cook it, or after you cook it, so you don't eat the poo. Yeah. Wait, hold on, I don't want to. I kind of want to fix this. Fix the funny resolution. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. How do I do it? I actually don't know. Like I know I have really bad monitor, so I can't go 920 by 1080. It's pretty old. I should probably get a new one, but I don't really have any money right now. I don't know. I swear it wasn't like this earlier. I could be wrong though. I'm kind of dumb. I never would do it like that. I don't really mind. Like when I use a camera, it's fine, but I know why for yeah, yeah. I think I know why. Yeah, because my monitor. Oops, my bad, guys. I have a really bad monitor. Actually, can I change it? Do 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, I can't. I can't change it. This monitor is so bad. Oh, I really need to get a 1080p monitor, man. Because I can't show full screen without like having funny things like that. I hope I can do it like this. There you go. We can add some like fun graphics. Whatever. Whatever, man. Put here. There you go. This one's too much. I need some. I wanna find something good. Steak meat. Oh, this looks. This sounds good. Which one is it safe? The mere idea is stomach churning, getting food from human feces. But researchers in Japan say they have done just that. They have synthesized meat from. I think I've heard of this before. When was this? Yeah, it's pretty old. I've heard this. I heard of this before. Derived from poop may not exactly be appetizing, but we wondered, is this meat safe? In theory, yes, exercise, but the meat must be cooked, which will kill any noxious pathogens. Oh God, got it over here before you eat it. In the food safety world, we say don't eat poop, said Douglas Powell, a professor of. But if you're going to, make sure it's cooked. The Japanese researchers isolated proteins from bacteria in sewage. The poop meat concoction is prepared by extracting the basis elements of food, protein, carbohydrates, and fats, and recombining them. The meat is made from 63% proteins, 25% carbohydrates, 3% lipids, and 9% minerals. According to Digital Trends, soy protein is added to the mix to increase the flavor, and food coloring is used to make the product appear red. The researchers came up with the idea after Tokyo sewage asked them to figure out a use for the abundance of sewage mud. Digital Trends says Paul is not familiar with the researchers' method, but said guesses that they are first heat treating the sewage before they reap its resources. Paul said the idea is not all that different from eating plants that have been fertilized with manure or other excrements, because the nutrients in the poop become part of the plants. Theory, theory, Theoretically, there's nothing wrong with this, Paul said. It could be quite safe to eat, but I'm sure there's a yuck factor there, he said. However, Paul said there is a potential for cross contamination in the laboratory where the poop meat is made. That's why it's a good thing the meat will eventually be cooked. But what if the final product was not going to be cooked? I wouldn't. I would touch it. Paul said. Pass it on. Meat made from poop is safe, but you should cook it before you eat it. Eat it. Okay, see, guys, just cook it. So, I started this video about just telling people to not eat poop, but so far the like top 5 research that they say about like poop, they say like eat it. It's okay, you can, but in like some conditions, right? It's either you have to cook it or you have to check if they have like good bacteria for your body, right? So yeah, I guess eat poop in some conditions. Really cool. Hold on, let me check something, guys. Dun, 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 dun. Oops. Ay, ay, ay. Da, 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 da. Let's keep looking. It's an edu.io. Ooh, edu. So this is educational. Or can even remember for me, definitely nay. Eating feces is something that's hard to imagine. It is totally gross and insane. Why does people even event think? Wait, isn't this educational? Event think. Even think. Is that like how some people say it? Or am I like dumb? Okay, maybe there's just like one misspell. For some people, the answer can be yay. Eating poop is the only one that they want it right now. It might be their last hope to survive. Oh, it's the one. Yeah. I've read this earlier. So yeah, in some conditions, it's actually like okay to eat poop, especially if you have a condition that your doctor prescribed you. Oh my god, most of these research say, yeah, you're allowed to eat poop in some conditions. God dang. Honestly, I would have thought I would just read some like, I would have thought like it would just all say no, just don't do it. But I'm wrong. Apparently, there's like conditions where you're allowed to eat poop. Let's look in like Google Scholarly. This is not Google Scholarly. But oh god. Google Scholar. Is it safe to eat poop? When was this research done? 2016. Dim sum buns that barf and poop. Oh, what the? This is not the poop that I'm looking for. Imagine doing a research about like poop. I'm not doing that. But yeah. Should I keep going? Thefoodbeast.com. It's food. 2013. Well, should you eat poop to lose weight? Oh God. 4Bs by Bruce Wiley's. These ads are kind of annoying, aren't they? Should eat some poop. Actually, someone else's poop. That's what researchers at Massachusetts General Hospitals will be testing in a clinical trial this year when they take. When was this? 2016. Okay. Take fecal sample from lean people and give the one in. These ads are really annoying. In 1 to 2 gram capsules to obese individuals. Now, you may think that just the thought of eating poop, or scientifically speaking, feces, may make you lose weight, but that's not the mechanism that Elaine W.UMD and endocrinologist at MGH and her team will be testing. Their trial is based on growing evidence that the gut microbiome, the city of bacteria and other microorganisms in your intestines, may have something to do with your weight, health, and obesity. The rationale behind the study is that Leaner people may have different types of microorganisms living in their intestines, and that transferring these bacteria to obese individuals via freeze dried poop or feces may help the latter lose weight. I know what you're thinking. Where do I sign up? How did they know? Well, just hold on. Enrollment is not yet open for the study whether you want to give poop or receive it. Speaking about poop, I've been holding my poop for an hour now. Actually, no, not an hour. Since 7 a.m. And now it's like 11 a.m. That's like 4 a.m. And 4 hours. Dang. So are poop pills a potential obesity prevention? I know why I can't talk today. Prevention method or treatment, or is this idea is just full of, well, you know what? Studies have suggested that altering the gut microbiome can lead to obesity. I can't speak today. Obesity. This includes studies that have found obese individuals to have less diverse types of bacteria in their microbiome. Turns out, just as in the human population, diversity may good in the intestinal bacterial population. Studies have also found diversity may good in the intestinal bacterial population. Studies have also found that thing that makes the gut microbiome less diverse are associated with obesity, such as high fat, low fiber, and high refined carbohydrate diets and antibiotics that kill many bacteria species in your intestines and allow fewer species to dominate. Additionally, fecal transplants have shown promise in reducing weight in mice. Wow, so dang, bro, poop is actually useful. Like, you guys play like Stardew Valley. You know how like when you fish, you can get like garbage, and it's like literal garbage. It's like useless in the game, or even in Minecraft. Let's say you can get like what was it? You get something like really bad when you fish, and like it's just useless. Like you can't craft it or anything. You can't eat it. You just can't do anything with it. Like I thought, human feces was like that. They're pretty much useless. You just need to throw them out, right? Maybe you can like, wait, can you actually like make? Can you make fertilizer? I saw it in a movie. Out of human waste. Like what was the movie again? The Martian. Like they did that, right? And was it Matt Damon? Like he grew potatoes. The use of is a risky as it may contain disease-causing pathogens. Yeah, let's read this from Wikipedia. Gotta set our facts right. Oops, sorry. Feces were excreted into containers such as a chamber pot and sometimes collected. Night soil is a historically used euphemism for human excreta collected. Wait, I'm checking something. Collected from cesspools, privils, pale closets, pale latrines, privy middens, septic tanks, etc. This material was removed from the immediate area usually at night by workers employed in the shade. Sometimes it could be transported out of towns and sold on as a fertilizer. Another definition is unrelated excreta transported without water. The term night soil is largely an outdated term used in historical context. The modern term is fecal sludge. Dude, I can't. Night soil? I mean, like you get it like at night, right? That's where they got it. Fecal sludge? Management is an ongoing challenge, particularly in developing countries. Night soil was produced as a result of a sanitation system in areas without sewer system or septic tanks. In the system of waste management, the human feces are collected without dilution with water. Collection and disposal. Feces were excreted into containers such as a chamber pot and sometimes collected in a container with urine and other waste, slops, hence slopping out. What? The minimum thing of human waste. When prison cells are unlocked in the morning, inmates without flush toilet in the cell have to use other means while locked in during the night. The reason that some cells do not have toilets is that they date from the Victorian era. Wait, I want to read this. And were therefore not designed with plumbing. As a result, there is no space in wish to put a toilet, together with the expense and difficulty of installing necessary pipes. Dirty protests. Okay, this is a tangent. Let's go back to the night soil. Excrement in the pail was often covered with earth soil, which may have contributed to the term night soil. Often the deposition of excretion occurred within the residence, such as in a slop shop house. The system may still be used in isolated rural areas or in urban slums. In developing countries, the material was collected for temporary storage and disposed of depending on local customs. Disposal has varied through time in urban areas. A night soil collector arrive regularly at varying time periods depending on the supply and demand of our night soil collection. What am I doing with my life? Usually, this occurred during the night, giving the night soil its name. In isolated rural areas, such as in farms, the household usually dispose of the night soil themselves. Wow, how incredible! Night soil, huh? Really cool. Uh, Used in agriculture, human excreta may be attractive as attractive as fertilizer because of the high demand for fertilizer and relative availability of the material to create night soil in areas where native soil is of poor quality. Yeah, the local population may weigh the risk of using night soil. The use unprocessed human feces as fertilizer is a risky practice as it may contain disease-causing pathogens. Nevertheless, in some developing nations, it is widespread common parasitic worm infections such as Ascariasis is a disease caused by the parasitic roundworm. Ascariasis lumbricoides infections have no symptoms in more than 85% of cases, especially if the number of worms and small symptoms increase with the number of worms present and may include and these countries are linked to night soil use in agriculture because in the helminth eggs are in feces and can thus be transmitted from one infected person to another person. These risks are reduced by proper fecal sludge management, e.g., via composting. The safe reduction of human excreta into compost is possible. Some municipalities create compost from the sewage sludge, but then recommend that it only be used in flower beds, not vegetable gardens. Some claims have been made that this is dangerous or inappropriate without expensive removal of heavy metals. Oh God. Yeah, I'm not gonna read examples, but yeah, apparently it's really bad. Solids, feces, leftover, and animal shaving drop in. What else is interesting about poop? Okay, like all this poop talk, low-key is like making me really wanna poo now. So, oops, I opened the wrong thing. So what's the verdict? The verdict is apparently it is okay to eat poop sometimes. There's situations where eating poop is actually better than just not to eat them, I guess. That's really cool. And what was it? Yeah. So there are conditions where you can eat poop. So apparently I'm wrong. Ignore the title then. I'm stupid. Okay, I really wanna poo now. Goodbye.